Hello and welcome to the Brutal Iron Gym podcast, where our goal is to cut through the BS and deliver the brutal truth about topics related to health and happiness. Today's podcast is number 1695. The topic is Q&A and the title is Collagen Protein Supplements. Ooh. So I had a former client of mine reach out and they asked my opinion on collagen protein supplements. They had been recommended to take a collagen peptide, like a protein supplement, but it was really expensive and they were kind of wondering if they really needed to. So they asked, and my answer was no. So I want to kind of expand on that. Do collagen proteins help build muscle tissue? No. So if somebody is recommending, or if you're thinking that taking a collagen-based protein supplement will also help, like, not only connective tissue but help muscle tissue as well, the answer is no, it will not. They do different things. They have different structures. Collagen is actually the most abundant protein in the human body because it's involved with skin, tendons, ligaments, bones. I mean, it's involved with all of kind of connective tissues that to give their strength and like elasticity. So there's a lot of, like, our skin is the largest organ on our body. It's the largest thing on our body. So that's going to contain an enormous amount of collagen. Muscle tissue, on the other hand, the contractile proteins of muscle tissue, which is actin and myosin, they're different in structure than collagen. So if you take a collagen protein, it does not provide you what you would need to create contractile proteins. They're different. So although collagen is present in muscle tissue, so if somebody were to argue that, they're right. Collagen proteins are found in muscle tissue, but it's related to providing structural support around the muscle fibers, not actually contribute to the growth or the strength or the repair of the fibers. So it's kind of like if somebody's like, well, it's found in muscle tissue. Yeah, but not really. It helps give muscle tissue support, but it doesn't actually repair muscle tissue. It isn't what muscle tissue is made of. So it's not going to help muscle tissue get stronger. It's not going to help it get bigger. It's not going to help it actually repair. So collagen proteins do not help build muscle tissue. You then might say, okay, well, what are the best methods for repairing and maintaining connective tissue? So should I take a collagen protein to help make sure that my skin, my tendons, my ligaments and bones, all the connective tissues are healthy? The answer is that it's not the most direct way of helping those tissues. The best way to help connective tissue is to have an adequate diet. You want to have a diet that has healthy amounts of vitamin C because it's necessary for collagen synthesis, as well as vitamin E, vitamin A, zinc, copper. Those are the type of things, like micronutrients, that are going to help towards overall connective tissue health, but they're found in your foods already. Unless you're eating a highly restrictive diet, if you have some various fruits, vegetables, like protein sources, like different types of meats, whole grains, healthy fats, a lot of just what's in a healthy diet will provide the vitamins and minerals that you need for connective tissue health. Now, you can help with like a basic multivitamin, just a multivitamin that has basic vitamins, basic minerals in it would be helpful, and it's way cheaper. And then of your adequate nutrition, making sure you have healthy variety of foods, you have to make sure you have the proper amount of protein. Now, it's better to find your protein through whole food sources than to rely on collagen proteins, supplements. So protein is crucial for synthesis and repair of connective tissue. We know that. That's true. But you're better off getting, and it's just easier to get it through the variety of foods that you would normally already eat, making sure there's enough protein. We have roughly, if you take your body weight times 0.6, that's the lowest amount of protein. Now that's a very lean body weight. So if you're 20% body fat, you might want to take a couple pounds off. So if you were to say, what body weight would I feel good at? I could rock, a swimsuit or bikini or taking my shirt off on the beach and I would feel confident. What body weight do I think I would be at for that? That body weight times 0.6 is how many grams of protein per day you should eat from your foods. So you get that amount of protein from your food. That is the baseline of protein. Then, if you have like collagen concerns, like connective tissue concerns, like you have connective tissue issues or injuries or something you're dealing with, then adding a collagen protein could be a great idea. But it is not going to make up for not having that properly through basic foods. Then hydration. Hydration is actually extremely important for connective tissue health. You want to be drinking, again, whatever your ideal weight. You said, if you went on the beach, in a bikini or like no t-shirt on, what weight you would feel comfortable at. That body weight times 0.5, so half your body weight. So if it's 200 pounds, it'd be 100. If it's 150 pounds, it'd be 75. That's how many ounces of fluid you should drink a day as like a kind of a minimum baseline. So we gave you the protein minimum is that ideal body weight times 0.6. The hydration minimum is that ideal body weight times 0.5, so half the body weight, and that's how many ounces. And then regular exercise actually maintains and builds upon connective tissue itself, assuming you have the adequate total calories, the adequate protein intake, and you have proper hydration. All of those things are going to be way more impactful, way more beneficial to developing and maintaining healthy connective tissue. You can take a collagen protein supplement, but if you don't have adequate nutrition, you don't have adequate protein, you don't have adequate hydration, regular exercise, regular sleep, like healthy sleep patterns, that protein supplement isn't going to do shit. It's not going to do anything because you don't have any of the foundational elements that helps that protein actually be useful. So a protein supplement has to supplement. It has to be in addition to things. And what those things are is healthy nutrition, which is calories and protein, as well as hydration, as well as regular exercise and regular rest. And then also avoiding smoke and alcohol. Smoking and alcohol can absolutely negatively affect connective tissue. So smoking impairs collagen synthesis, and alcohol actually interferes with tissue repair process in general, whether it's muscle tissue, connective tissue, anything. So smoking and alcohol, stopping those are going to be significantly more impactful than taking a collagen supplement. So there's a lot of things that we would want to account for and we would want to do before we would just take a collagen protein supplement and say, oh, okay, I'm good. I have that accounted for. And then sometimes people also ask, does my muscle building protein supplement, would that help connective tissue? And the answer is, again, not really, because they're different tissues. So connective tissue is like what collagen is. Contractile tissue is what muscle tissue is. So you could take a protein supplement that you would take for muscle tissue repair, but it won't do anything either if you don't have a healthy diet, sufficient overall nutritional protein, like dietary food protein from foods you're eating, hydration, proper exercise, proper recovery, and then limiting smoking and alcohol. So a muscle building protein or a collagen kind of connective tissue building protein, neither one is useful if you don't have those other elements in place. But also, neither one takes care of the other one. So a collagen protein supplement does not help build muscle tissue. And a muscle building protein supplement does not help build collagen. You just need healthy food. Proper foods, you have a proper calorie range, proper protein intake, proper hydration, exercise regularly, rest and recover as you should, try to get 6 hours of sleep a night, limit smoking, limit alcohol. All of those things are going to be way more impactful than a very expensive, overpriced collagen supplement. So I'm not a big fan of collagen supplements. Actually, I can't remember the last time I would have recommended one. I don't know if I ever have. I just help people eat healthy, take a multivitamin, make sure we have sufficient protein, hydration, make sure they exercise at appropriate intensity and frequency for their skill level. If they're dealing with some connective tissue injuries, we do all of those things, the nutrition, hydration, protein, proper exercise, just to the nth degree. We try to control those even more. Because, again, if any of those things are out of whack, a collagen protein isn't going to do anything. So I've helped people get through a lot of connective tissue injuries. I mean, enormous amounts. Like, this is what I do. It's what I do for a living. And as long as we're accounting for healthy nutrition, multivitamin thrown in there, proper protein, proper hydration, proper intensity and frequency of exercise, proper rest and recovery ratios and amounts given the activity level and stress that the person has, we've never needed a collagen protein supplement. So I'm not opposed to them. I just think they're really expensive, and you could probably be spending your money in a better way, more effective way. Okay. Well, I thought that was helpful. A very quick one, but I just wanted to kind of get to the point and make it useful for everybody. If you have any additional questions, just shoot me an email at brutalironjim@gmail.com. If you like our podcast, please share it. The more people we share it with, the more people can help. If you like the podcast, you can also consider donating to the podcast. There is a high hosting cost every year. If you want to donate, you can do that on our website, www.brutalironjim.com. And then if you have any if you want to learn extra information beyond what our podcast offers, we do have social media channels on Instagram and on YouTube. You can find us and follow us under the name Brutal Iron Gym. As always, I hope this was helpful, and thank you for listening.